So if I just do light, 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 that's what happens. That's what happens, right? If I go, so left bumper and right bump, left bumper and left trigger are your assist buttons. So if I hold the left trigger, I bring in Omni-Man. It's like about a 4-second cooldown. So if I mash on lights for him,
time for a lesson. Not even trying.
So that's just you mashing the light button. That's it. Now, let's just say if I'm mashing the light button and I'm holding on to, like, for instance, like if I tap the assist, if I tap left trigger, see, Omni-Man comes in for an assist. Right? Now, if I hold the left trigger, see, now he comes in and now I'm in control of him. Now, if you notice, there's a little meter that is filling up, right? See, it says 7 hits. Now, once it blinks, that means your combo is over. Now, if I do the same thing, you saw how it went down? It literally went down. So I'll do it again. Pop, 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 bring somebody in. Yeah. So, all right. Now, let's get into the assist counter break, right? So if we go down here. So I like these options that you have. So if we go all the way to the bottom and you see where it says counter tag. So if we put on always, so you're gonna see what happens. So when Bulletproof is coming in, he'll do a kick. See, he does a kick. Let's do it again. Now, if I do a heavy assist, he's gonna do a punch. Oh wait. See, he did a punch, right? So when you're tagging in, all you're doing is you're then pressing the heavy button. So when you do that, that's throwing off the timing slightly. So when they're trying to get you off of them and do the counter tag, all you have to do is just do your active tag, but instead press the heavy button afterwards. It's going to register that Battle Beast is doing it too late or too early or something like that. Let me see. It's too early. That's what's happening. Now, if we go back to the dummy and go back to counter tag and now put it to late, now you're going to see that you're going to start countering. So the same thing. Now he's able to counter tag. Now, conversely, if they're looking for the heavy assist, now I'm just going to do the regular assist where Bulletproof is just doing the kick. See, now it says counter tag fail. But if I do the slow one, the heavy one, so that's what ends up happening. Now I can feint it. So I can come in and do nothing, where it looks like this. See, at that point, during that time, this is a level of complexity that does not exist in any other tag fighter. I've not seen it. So that's actually the main reason why I really like the game. But I've always had a knack for like understanding system mechanics. This is why I say what I say about Tekken, and that Tekken's mechanics is absolute shit. Because most gamers, they can't understand where frame data ends and game mechanic begins. They can't seem to grasp that. What I just broke down to you just now is the actual game mechanics of Invincible. Now, if we're getting into the nitty gritty of the frame data, then okay, then the conversation will be like, okay, well, every other character in this beta, which has 10 characters, every character's standing light is 9 frames. It's 9 frames. It says it right there in the startup frame. I don't know if it's visible on the stream, but where it says startup frame, 9. However, if you look at the second player side, Battle Beast, his is 8. So for reasons unknown, both Battle Beast and this Monster Girl, they both have 8 frame attacks. So their standing light comes out 1 frame faster than all the other 8 characters that were a part of this beta. And it doesn't really make much sense because these are large characters. So why does this character have a fast button? That much I don't understand. So I don't know. I don't know what the rationale was for that, because this character has a lot of hyper armor moves. So kind of think like Juggernaut. So why would you give a big character like this armor moves and the fastest light? That doesn't make much sense, but whatever. But that's where when you start to have the conversation of, you know, the game in terms of like the frame data and stuff like that. And then if you want to talk strategy, for instance, if you know somebody's going to immediately mash, basically the matchup, like Thula, she has this move here where she can attack slightly at mid-range. So if the person's trying to retaliate, that can link, right? So that can link, and then bring the character in.
Pay attention. Learn something
with pleasure. Ready to bleed? This is over.
Thula is kind of almost like the Scorpion of the game in a sense, because she can use her hair to kind of like, you know, snipe you out the air and get you in the air like so. So that's pretty cool. I kind of wish she could throw the braid like straight down, because if you're like this, she can only aim it diagonally forward. She can't throw it downward. And I don't think there should be a reason why she shouldn't be able to throw it, aim it down, in my opinion, because I can see situations where you can kind of go over, but see, if I can aim it going down, I will be able to, you know, do that sort of business. But I think she probably would pair well with a character that has like a projectile, because she doesn't have a lot of, she has range, but she's not full screen. You know, like somebody that has like a full screen projectile, like Adam Eve or something like that. Right now, Thula is like my favorite character, but I absolutely love the mechanics of this game. And also another thing I find interesting is when you do the back grab, the enemy is actually vulnerable for a time. Because usually a forward grab is just your regular grab, right? You probably have potential throw loops here. Another thing is, if a person is trying to mash, typically if you do your light, it'll interrupt them. Or light, medium, light, heavy. So if you can literally do like tick grabs, let me see. For instance, if they're not pressing anything, right? Let's see. And just go for grabs, right? Pop, grab, grab. Now, let's say if they start mashing, right? So if we go block, go for light. So now they start mashing. Even this guy with an 8-frame attack. Now my light, the second light's gonna land on his counter.
Pay attention. Learn something. I got you.
I love the game, and I definitely look forward to the other characters. And hopefully this helped kind of explain some of the finer details that this game has. I think over the course of like maybe a month or so after the game's release, I think this game will be much more crazy. I'm pretty sure people are gonna like experiment, find all kinds of weird, crazy shit. The combos are not that complicated. If you've played Dragon Ball Fighters, it's kind of like the same thing. If you're just mashing on the light attack, like 5 times, and on the 5th time you get a special attack. But if you're just doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you just do your launcher, and then you follow them up in the air like you would Dragon Ball Fighters, and just do the same thing but just in the air. But there is some complexity in there that I do appreciate that is not present in Dragon Ball Fighters or any other tag fighter that I've seen. And it comes down to the assists. It's a system that they took from Call of Duty, from Killer Instinct. So in Killer Instinct, for those who may not have played Killer Instinct at all, when you're attacking, there's a meter off to the left side of your character or the right side of your character, depending on if it's one player or second player. So you'll see like the combo counter go up 10 hits, or not 10 hits, but like 5 hits, 7-hit combo. And once that meter fills up, that's basically the end of your combo. And then in Killer Instinct, for instance, you could do like an ender, right? Well, they have the same thing in Invincible Versus. But in order for you to reduce that combo meter, that's where you bring in your other character as an assist. If the assist makes contact, that combo meter goes down, and then you can continue your combo, and they'll just keep going back up. So it's like it goes up, up, up. You hit them with an assist, it goes down. Hit them, assist goes down. And then if you can keep timing it, because you have to deal with the cooldown of your character. So if you're comboing them and then they just so happen to get through that cooldown, you can bring them in for another combo. Now the defensive player, they could do an assist counter. So they would press the medium button and the heavy button together at the same time, just as the assist character is about to hit, the character you're using. If you time it right, you'll basically knock them back and you'll break out of the combo. But the offensive player has a way to kind of throw your timing off. And therein lies a little bit of a mind game. And then also the offensive player can also fake you out. So, for instance, they may do a combo, combo. They're bringing in Omni-Man, but when Omni-Man comes on screen, he doesn't actually attack. He just flies up to you and doesn't press anything. But you thinking that you're gonna assist counter, you make yourself vulnerable. So there's a lot of little nuance there, a lot of interesting back and forth that is just not present in Dragon Ball Fighters. It's not present in Marvel vs. Capcom. And these mechanics pretty much come from Killer Instinct, because one of the OG Killer Instinct developers is the senior developer for Invincible Versus. So when I saw those mechanics, I knew immediately where they came from. But people who probably never played Killer Instinct would have absolutely no idea. The game you could pick up and play. It's a pretty easy pick up and play game. But again, I like that it has a bit of complexity to it that is not really seen that often in these type of games. So that's my little 2 cents there.